This is the Medicine Hat and District Chamber of Commerce with your daily COVID-19 update for April 7th. The Government of Alberta is allowing greater flexibility for employers to appropriately respond to public health measures while at the same time allowing employees to remain attached to jobs and have the ability to access federal assistance programs. The changes will provide employees access to unpaid job-protected leave if they are caring for children affected by school or daycare closures, or are caring for ill or self-isolated family members due to COVID-19. It will also increase the maximum time for a temporary layoff from 60 days to 120 days and remove the 24-hour written notice requirement for shift changes and the 2 weeks notice for changes to work schedules for those under an averaging agreement. It will also remove the requirement to provide the group termination notice to employees in unions when 50 or more employees are being terminated, and it will streamline the process for approvals related to modifying employment standards. The changes have taken effect and will be in place as long as government determines it's needed and the public health emergency order remains. We're pleased with the advocacy of our network on these issues, with a letter issued by the Alberta Chambers of Commerce to the provincial government last week. We expressed the concerns that given the critical need for economic recovery, the Alberta government needed to address concerns with current legislation in the context of an unforeseen pandemic, particularly as it pertained to the notice prescribed and how it would fit within the unforeseeable circumstance exception described in the Employment Standards Code, as well as addressing the 60-day temporary layoff period and the fact that this timeframe was too short in the context of COVID-19. The Government of Alberta's Emergency Isolation Support Program is now closed. The purpose of the program was to bridge the short period until the Government of Canada announced its own support program. The Government of Canada's new Canada Emergency Response Benefit is now available, and they are accepting applications this week. Payments for eligible applicants are retroactive to March 15th. The Chief Medical Officer of Health is ordering a province-wide ban on visitors to long-term care centres, licensed group homes, and other facilities as part of the ongoing work to limit the spread of COVID-19 and to protect Albertans. Under an amended public health order, no visitors will be allowed unless a resident is dying or the visitor is essential for delivering care that cannot be delivered by staff. Government House Leader Jason Nixon has called Alberta MLAs back to the legislature to debate important legislation related to the COVID-19 pandemic and supporting vulnerable Albertans, so I'm sure we'll have more updates this week. Government is taking immediate action to address the need to provide greater clarity and improve coordination between local and provincial response efforts by amending the Emergency Management Act. Proposed amendments to the Emergency Management Act include allowing states of local emergency to last for 90 days, providing clear language that it is an offence to be non-compliant with orders made under states of local or provincial emergency, clarifying that the minister has the power to modify a state of emergency without terminating it, and clarifying that a provincially declared state of emergency can be for a pandemic in general and not just for a pandemic influenza. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced further progress under Canada's plan to mobilize industry to fight COVID-19 that will help provide vital, made-in-Canada protective gear and medical equipment to respond to the outbreak. The Government of Canada is building a secure domestic supply of needed items to protect frontline healthcare workers as they fight this global pandemic. Nearly 5,000 Canadian companies have offered their expertise and capacity. Complementary to these domestic efforts, the Government of Canada is also working through over 22,000 submissions to Public Services and Procurement Canada from companies interested or able to sell to Canada. All efforts are being made to secure contracts and deliverables as quickly as possible. There's also some new resources. Albertans are encouraged to stay healthy at home by maintaining their physical and mental health during COVID-19. Tips and ideas are available from a variety of online sources, including Active for Life. The government is encouraging you to post your wellness activities by using the Healthy at Home AB. Canada Life has also compiled a guide of effective mental health strategies for the workplace. Included in the guide are resources to help you and your employees build resilience and plan for stressful situations. The Government of Canada has also prepared information to help you take care of your mental health during this COVID-19 outbreak. So we encourage you to take a look at those resources along with a number of webinars and training that is available free of charge through our website. The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members. We encourage you to be kind and compassionate and to share your stories with us. Take care.